Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to math. We're going to start a new chapter today. We're starting chapter 8. We are going to be working on big numbers, numbers past 19. Do you know what comes after 19? If you said 20, you are correct. Today's lesson is going to be pretty quick, but I do have a few tips for you to help you remember how to count in an orderly fashion. In other words, our objects can be all over the place, but to have a system to count them or to manipulate them and move them into 10 frames will help you count the numbers much quicker. Let's get started. You are going to be on page 429, and if you look right away, let's review what are these things called here, these blocks. These are called 10 frames. So this is one 10 frame and this is another 10 frame. Each one has 2 rows of 5. So we could count by 5s to get to 20 here. 5, 10, 15, 20. We also could count by 10s, 10, 20, which is even quicker. Both of those ways are much quicker than counting by 1s. 1, 2, 3. That would take us quite a while to get to 20. So what I would like you to do is just to go ahead and draw 20 counters into your 10 frames. So I have 10. That means I'm halfway there. After 10 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 20 looks like what? We have a lot of friends in kindergarten who get very confused and they think that a 1 and a 2 is 20. That is not 20. That is a teen. It starts with a 1. That means it's one set of 10 plus 2 1s. That is only 12. So that is not how we write 20. 20 is a 2 and a 0. When you make that 0, make sure you start at the top. Make a C first and close it. 20 is a 2 and a 0. Did you know that? I bet you did. If you didn't, that's okay. Sometimes we just need to practice a little bit in order to get to be better at something. Let's go ahead and turn to the next page. Here you have the number 20, a 2 and a 0. Can you see that on there? There we go. A 2 and a 0. And this is the word 20, T-W-E-N-T-Y. Can you clap that out? 20. 20 has 2 syllables. And if you look here, you will see they have put these orange slices into 2 10 frames. So we can say 10 and 20. Let's go ahead and trace that 20. And once again, let's go ahead and add 20 counters. We'll start by filling the top 10 frame. And there we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Very good. And in the bottom part, you can draw, they ask us to draw a cube train. If you have enough cubes at home, which I think you only went home with 10, you could draw the trains. Now that's kind of a little tricky for us, especially when we're drawing and trying to connect them. I'm going to go ahead and divide that into 2 French fries, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw boxes on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 20? No, I need to add 10 more. So I'm just going to do it this way, using that bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I have 10 on the top and 10 on the bottom, and 10 plus 10 is 20. Thank you for following along and being a great listener. Now, this is where I was talking about earlier about getting things organized to help us count better. I did teach this earlier on when we began with the numbers 10. It doesn't matter where we start counting. We could start counting on the bottom or the top or the left or the right. It doesn't matter where we start. We just need to kind of go in an order. When we do this and things are not in a line or broken into 10 frames, we're going to draw a line through them to help us keep track of which ones we have counted and which ones we haven't counted. So I'm just going to start right over here. And I'm going to draw a line through that first one. And I'm going to go up and around like if I were reading a clock. So 1, 2, and I know I've counted it when I've put a line through it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I got to 20. 20 is a 2, remember, and a 0. 20 is a 2 and a 0. Now, this is a really long line, and although it's in an organized fashion, we're still going to draw lines because sometimes we might forget which one we touched or which one we counted. So we're going to touch 1 to 1, and we're going to draw a line as we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 here and 20 here. 20 can look different depending on what objects you're using and what design you choose to do. And again, a 20 is a 2 and a 0. Make sure you don't put 0, 2. That would just be the number 2. We want to have 20. Okay, my friends, let's go ahead and go on to our very last page. If you recall, before we finished chapter 7, each day we had a friend that was making a bracelet or a necklace. Today, we have a friend who's going to make a necklace and is going to need 20 beads. Now, I want you to look. Do you remember what we noticed when we talked about these before? There are how many blues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to write a 5 there. How many yellows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blues, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yellows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 20 beads to circle 20 beads to make this necklace. Let's count by 5s to help us figure that out. 5, 10, 15, 20. There are 20 beads here. So we're going to go ahead and circle all of those beads because we need 20 beads and there are 20 in all already on that chain. The next thing I want to know is how many blue beads did I put on that necklace? Well, there are 5 blue beads here and 5 blue beads here. You know, what is 5 plus 5 more? It is 10. If you did not know what 5 plus 5 is, you could always touch and count them individually. Now we need to know how many yellows. Well, we have 5 yellows and 5 yellows. 5 and 5 is 10. So there are 10 blues and 10 yellows. Last but not least, I want you to draw and show me what you know about 20. Let's go ahead and write the number 20 on this line right here. Do you remember what it looks like? What's the first digit? It's going to be a 2. A 2 and a 0. 2 and 0 make 20. Well, what do you know about 20? One thing I bet you don't remember seeing, whoops, let me do this, is back on the very first page, we, oh, Miss Vogel. Here we go. Back on the second page, sorry, there was the word 20. T-W-E-N-T-Y, 20. So let's go back and let's make that one of the things we know about 20. T-W-E-N-T-Y, 20. We know that that spells the word 20, the number 20. Second of all, we could also draw counters. We know that 20 counters is the same as 2 full 10 frames. So we could do counters. We're pretty good at that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 1 10 frame. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. There you go, friends. That is our lesson today on the number 20. Don't forget to take some time to do your homework with someone at home. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow in math.